Hood Classic.
Hey now.
We're just getting started. I know that you want it, baby. Just get on it.
All rise, order in the court. It's time to get drunk and go to court. I think that's what the plan is anyways.
By somebody's explanation, they're going to go to court. It's going to happen. And to me, I'm a couple of drinks ahead of time. Get nervous, Creed. It's natural. It's natural.
Listen, some people function as an alcoholic. Court ain't going to stop that.
No way, Jose. How many times will we hear the words peppermill today, you think?
I don't think we heard it even once. We made a joke about it on the last round in Reno. JG, that's funny you just said that. As a matter of fact, I was just having a chat with a line worker, I guess you would call him. Replacing
personal line worker.
That's right. I got my own personal line worker now for the Wi-Fi. No, I didn't realize it, but the cable company and the power company and everybody, they're putting in new poles all the way down our main road, and that would make sense for a couple of things that have happened in the last few days. I was telling Mikey I've had to the microwave and the stove like 3 times this week. I've had to reset it.
Just do like me. Never set the clocks on any of that shit. Just let it go.
Well, there's 2 clocks in this house that never do get around the time when they're supposed to. Fletcher boy, I used to say that as well. Then I said, "Oh my God, they have new episodes," and then it really ruined it for me. Don't go watch the new episodes. Just stick with the old stuff.
Unless you're watching the new episodes now and you think they're hilarious, you're in for a treat. Go back and watch the old episodes.
Yes. Absolutely, 100%. Great to see everybody. Let's get the rocking. I say 6, over under 6, by the way. Ooh, peppermint.
Hi, Mr. Sheffer.
Hi, Gunner.
All right.
Hey, Sheffer's here.
All right, sir, you're charged with a trespassing. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me hold on just one second. Let me put this up.
Trespassing.
Council, we have
Gotta be right.
Proposed resolution on Mr. Sheffer.
Don't judge.
All right, Mr. Loomis, how do we want to proceed today?
Mr. Sheffer is going to plead guilty to the trespassing. He understands that may result in a revocation of the suspended sentence, but we'll see.
All right, and I apologize on that. My court did make a special note on that. Mr. Sheffer, you've got another case number 24CR04391, just from, what's today, just from 10 days ago, where they hung 30 days over your head. Do you understand that I have the ability, I could give you 6 months on this case, and I could give you the 30 days on the old case.
Wow.
Right now, no matter what. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you understand you've got a right to go to trial and fight this? You did watch the video this morning, right?
I'm not going to fight anything. I'm just tired as hell.
He's just really tired. Chaos and Darkness, thank you. 5 to the main channel. Don't forget round 2, main channel, members only, tomorrow 5:30. Round 2 of Coleslaw Wrestling.
Also, Saturday, slap fight, 420. You don't want to miss what is billed to be the dankest slap fighting championship yet.
And Chaos with 5 over to We Got a Case channel as well. Thank you for
That's
both
this
of those.
many if you're keeping track at home.
That's right.
Thank you.
Apparently, we watch court and talk about a lot of drugs for members only on We Got a Case channel. It's a thing.
That's what happened yesterday.
It sure did.
Okay. All right, Mr. Sheffer, do you have any questions about what's happening here today?
I'd just like to know how much time am I going to get? And I think I'm on a parole hold too. I just want to know exactly what's going on, and I'll be fine. I need to be off the street anyway.
Vince.
Okay.
I need help with housing right
Same.
away. I got no ID, I don't even have my disability. I need help to get everything set up. I'm tired. I'm out, man.
Well, Mr. Sheffer, I wish
Peter.
there was something I could do for you as far as a house.
Hey,
Hey, hold on just a sec. Listen to me. I wish there was something I could do as far as getting you a house today. I can't do that. What I can do is I can clean up your criminal cases you have with us. Do you want to plead guilty to the trespassing charge?
Yes, Triple H. That's another one that kind of got ruined.
I can't watch it anymore.
It became just completely unwatchable. Man, I tried. I sat through all that like Axl Rose stuff, and it just got so bad.
Charge, which was at the RTC bus station yesterday.
Not the pepper mouth.
Okay, what's your plea then to trespassing?
Guilty.
All right, Mr. Sheffer, I'll accept that plea of guilty. Let's see what we can do about cleaning these things up and figuring out what's going to happen with you. Deputy O'Connell, can you confirm this?
I haven't put Chaos and Darkness, The Giver today. Thank you.
I haven't even finished writing the other two. Now I got to write this one.
I love that.
Love it. Thank you for putting me to work.
You have a P&P hold?
Yes, he has a parole hold.
Okay. All right. That may change everybody's opinion. Ms. Giannoli?
Judge, I was present on 4/8 when Judge Dracula sentenced him. When you look at Judge Dracula's
Dracula.
suspended sentence order, there's an asterisk that indicates if there's any violations, he is to be revoked. So I'm asking with this more recent violation, like you said, within 10 days, that we revoke that 30-day suspended sentence for the trespass and O&R that occurred at the Golden Gate. On the newer case, Judge, I'm asking that you impose time served.
Terrible.
Mr. Loomis?
Your Honor, if he has a parole violation, it sounds like he's going to have to address that here fairly quickly.
Alabama
I agree
Hot
to time
Pocket.
served. I think the is appropriate. The time served on the trespass.
He
30
making
days.
some real time.
Years
Oh, shit.
Mr. Sheffer, anything you want to say?
I don't understand.
I'm tired.
What don't you understand? You have the old charge with 30 days hanging over your head, and then you have the new case of trespassing. It was the old trespassing at the Golden Gate and the new trespassing at the bus station.
How much time am I going to do?
Well, that's up to me. What do you want to tell me about what's going on with you?
I'm tired.
I need to get off my drugs. I need to get into a program and get housing.
Perfect. All right. So I think the first step is getting you off the drugs, and the best way I can do that is to keep you in jail for a little bit and let you sober up.
That's a good point,
So here's
Judge.
what I'm going to do. In case number 24 CR 04391, I'm going to revoke your suspended sentence. You're going to do that 30 days. In case number 24 CR 05013, I'm going to give you time served. I'm going to run that concurrent with 24 CR 04391. We're going to close everything out here in Reno Muni Court.
He said exactly what he needed to the judge.
You work with them, tell them you want to get sober, and let's see what happens, okay?
Is there a way I can call parole from here?
They will contact you, I'm sure. You may be able to send them an email there from your unit.
I don't know how to do all that stuff.
Talk to your deputy there in your unit.
All right.
Okay, good luck, sir.
Music.
All right, how about Neil?
Makes you lose control.
Sure.
24 CR 00406. Hello,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, just pay the fine, sir.
Hold on.
No, I just don't pay the
Jeez.
Hold on
fine.
just a sec.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me make it
you're here
rain.
on an old trespassing case, and then you didn't show up
No
before
trespassing.
Trespass.
February 7th. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you admit that you did not show up for court on February 7th when you were ordered to do so?
Yeah, my mom is not available for me to get down there because I didn't have a car. She only have the car for herself.
All right. Do you admit that you didn't show up for
Oh,
court?
she died.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was getting ready for something way worse than that. So I guess they have no public transportation in Reno, no friends with vehicles, no bicycles, no mopeds.
It's mom's car, nothing, Your
Right.
Honor.
Right. By the way, does he have tits all the way down to his waist, or what is that?
I don't know what's going on there. I'm not sure. Ill-fitting shirt.
It's a good point. I'm very, very tired. All of them are basically all passed out.
They're not feeling well. They're tired.
Michael.
Michael.
Let me just close that out. I'm going to take it in admission. I'm going to give you time served.
Okay.
Terrible.
You're in jail now.
Okay.
That's all I need.
Okay.
Okay, so let's deal with this trespassing
Did you
case.
say mom?
Mom's.
Just one sec here.
Huh?
Looks like it was at the Calneva on January 6th. Do you understand
Calneva.
that? The trespassing case?
Yes, yes.
Don't nobody go to Peppermill anymore?
What are you going to do today?
Apparently not.
Mr. Verana has indicated he's going to plead guilty to that charge.
All right. Is
And,
that what you'd like to do, Mr. Verana?
Yeah. Can I stay in jail? Okay.
Well, there's a possibility of jail time. You watch the video. So, I could give you all the way up to 6 months in jail if
I think nobody watched the video.
You understand that?
Apparently not.
Yeah, I understand that.
No, it's bright outside.
Okay.
Look.
All right. Then what's your plea to trespassing at the Cal Neva on January 6th?
I plead guilty.
This was live about
I'll accept that plea of guilty.
20 minutes ago.
It's
Hi, Nate.
knowingly and voluntarily
Nate.
murdered.
I'll defer to your honor on this matter.
All right. Anything else to add, Mr. Loomis?
Your Honor, he's been in Reno Sparks for 24 years. He's not an employee. He does get Medicaid and SNAP benefits. He's been in custody for 2 days, and he does live with his mother.
Wow.
He does live with his mother. Somebody got it.
All right.
You were right. Imagine that.
Mr. Verano, how did you get picked up on this? Why did the cops talk to you?
They said that I have to go to. They signed me up for a court date, right? Because I have fine that day. I think they send it paperwork for to justice court. I have to go to January. What was that? February 7th.
Mhm.
When I got caught that day, probably they sent it down there, the paperwork and everything that I have.
Federal board, I think I 5.
It all adds up to me so far.
So that bet boy, thank you.
He hasn't finished.
That day that I have that caught for my trespassing.
All right. So, Deputy O'Connell, does he have anything
Boy.
else keeping him in?
Well said.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Mr. Verana, I'm going to give you time served. I'm going to tell you this right
Wow.
now.
We're on
If
a
you
roll.
go back to the Cal Neva,
Yeah.
they are going to arrest you.
Okay.
Okay. This
Okay.
case is all done.
Okay.
But if you go back there, you're going to be back in jail. I don't want to see you there. Okay.
All right, sir.
All right. Good luck.
Wow, a lot of smile on his face.
We're gonna be getting out.
You'll be okay.
You'll be
How
out
about
Immediately, we just teleported you out.
That's right.
CR 05015.
Great editing,
Your
guys.
Honor,
That truck.
Miss Urbina is going to plead not
Somebody
guilty
was in a hurry
to
around here.
battery. We're going to ask for some bail consideration.
Seamless.
All right. Ms. Urbina
No.
Herrera, is that what you'd like to do, is to enter a not
Maybe.
guilty plea?
Yes.
All
Judge,
right,
the
I
city
think that's-
hasn't made I don't mean to interject. The city hasn't made any filings in this case, just so you're
Okay.
aware.
And I saw none pending and I was just pulling
No.
it up here to see. So we're awaiting a complaint still at this
Ooh.
point.
Never
Yes,
too
it's the
early for
city's
wine.
desire at this point that you simply find probable cause. We assign conditions of bail, and I'm okay with her or release and an out of custody arraignment, Judge.
Okay. So, Mr. Loomis, give me just 1 minute here. Let me pull everything up here and read through this. So here's what's happened to Ms. Urbina Herrera. We're getting you
Slap
into
on the
court
wrist.
as quick as we can.
Watch it.
So I want to make sure I'm going to look over the paperwork, make sure that the police did everything basically.
JG, I'm guessing that's another casino.
Gotta be right.
Should I search it? Do I dare? What is that? Hot
Sure.
pot? What is it? What
No,
is
no,
the
no,
hot
no,
pot?
no, no, no,
Oh,
not that.
that's wrong.
Calneva in Reno. I say Calneva.
I'm just gonna put in casino and see if I can catch it. Cal Neva Lodge and Casino. It's 2 words actually.
Lodge.
Let's
Maybe
read-
we can just stay out of the lodge part. He'll be fine in the casino part.
maybe spa and casino.
Sounds like a really old place.
Seriously though, that's kind of odd. Like it was all Peppermill. Just that's like the only casino that they didn't even talk about. That was it.
Now here we are at the bus station. Some other
Yeah.
dinky casino / lodge.
Right to begin with,
Okay.
and that you're here correctly, and then we'll figure out what to do with you. Okay. All right. I'm sorry you guys get to watch me study this thing. I was a little unsure about the relationship between everybody here, but it does look as though the listed victim in this case.
That's one thing we don't really ever talk about. But when you're like doing sentencing and stuff, you gotta make sure to separate. Like, is this person acting alone, or are there other people involved in alleged crime? Because if you have 3 different people involved in something, Wouldn't you have to kind of do that?
Well, yeah.
Lines, or would you separate them out looking at each individual's thing?
Yeah, because they would be all before the judge separately. And like with this lady, he has to make sure what relationship she has with the person that she allegedly assaulted. Allegedly,
of course.
Ms. Ferry, it does look like there's at least probable cause to establish that there is a domestic relationship and that a battery did occur. So I will find probable cause. So the next step is, what do we do as far as keeping you in jail or letting you out? The city tells me that they have no objection to you being released on your own recognizance without bail, but I'm going to put some conditions on that. And I want to talk to you and your lawyer and the prosecutor about that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Ms. Giannoli, what do you have to say as far as that goes?
Giannoli.
For purposes of record, as you can see, there's a lot of moving parts in this case. And so the city wishes to reach out to the alleged victim to ascertain his level of cooperation before filing a complaint here. I should note that she has no criminal history, which certainly bodes in her favor as far as granting her an OR release and why the city is not opposed to that. I do not see any sort of
still soft.
Mama Llama must have had a great night last night. I've read all the comments about
soft skin, soft shirt.
I love it. DM Andy, welcome. Great to see you. Thank you.
Always good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
It was fun. I miss looking at this Judge Sandberg. It's just not the same.
It's elusive to catch too. So you never know when they're going to go live over there.
We should do live court crawl here and there. We always forget about that.
We do.
That she was intoxicated or had been drinking on this date. I'm asking for you to impose the following conditions: that she obey all laws and she have no contact with the alleged victim, please.
Thank you. And just for the record, I apologize. I said Ms. Ferry, and it's Mr. Ferry.
Fari.
Yeah. Oh, is it Fari? F-A?
Yeah.
Like Safari.
Is that
Farna, yeah, pronounced Fari.
Okay, I apologize. I want to try and get people's names right. You know, I've had my whole life where people have mispronounced my name, so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Fari. Okay.
Champagne.
Loomis, what do you have to say about that?
Your Honor, Miss Urbina does have a job. She's working at a dental office where she's been for 7 years.
Nice.
She has been in Reno for 7 years. And
typically, it has to do with your crime, if I'm not mistaken. But some places just have different colors. Also, it seems. But.
Yeah, some women, they have different colors for women and men, and then sometimes they have different colors for Lisa Berry. For if they're questionable intelligence or deficit, perhaps
maybe a bit mental,
slightly.
Baba Waya
has no prior criminal history. She has 3 children, which she has custody of, and her ex-husband, Mr. Fari, has weekend visitation. So if there's some way to address the no contact clause that would allow for that visitation and custody situation to remain in effect, we'd request that you consider that.
Is there any family court intervention or anything like that at this point?
No.
Okay. And so I was hoping I could just kind of piggyback onto a family court order as far as visitation goes. So, ma'am, what's the deal with you and Mr. Fari and your children? Tell me again about the kids. How old are they?
So with him, I have a 13-year-old and a 9-year-old.
13 and 9.
We exchange on Fridays.
Usually at this level of information.
We've been doing it at his house. And
so he has Monday through Friday. You have the weekends?
No, I have Monday through Friday, and he has 3 weekends.
We typically don't discuss cases all that much in this grade of detail.
Not when it's domestic violence is the charge.
With children involved.
Tell me about the kids.
Yeah. How they doing? They all right? I do love this, though. Reno is great because you get enough of the information about the crime, about what happened, and about them a little bit. This is a little bit, you're right, digging in a bit, but some places when they do sentencing, they don't even talk about. Remember, that was such a letdown because some of them sound
no information at all. Don't know where they work. Don't know anything.
Yeah.
A month. I get the last weekend.
Okay.
And then we exchange kids again on Sunday night.
you have anybody else that can kind of work as a go-between for a couple of weeks while we work all of this out? Do you have a mother, father, sister, cousin, somebody like that?
guarantee she's got a mother.
Go over to Costco.
Think she has a
and
sister cousin
him-
though?
And have Mr. Fari pick them
That's
up and bring them back to you. Just
kinda
while we're
strange.
trying to figure out what's going on with this case.
Yes, my sister, she lives in Reno, so she can help facilitate that.
Okay. All right, Ms. Rubina Herrera, here's what I'll do then.
Just
I'm
via
gonna
the
release
TV.
you on your own recognizance.
On the 911.
I'm going to order that you obey all laws. I'm going to order that you have no alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. I'm just going to put you on basic supervision. I don't think I need to test you a heck of a lot. I don't see anything here that says, as I remember reading, I don't think anything that says that you are under the influence.
All right. Email.
But if I'm going to let somebody out of jail,
Email.
they're staying clean and sober. Okay.
Yes.
Somebody will put
Basic
it in the chat for
supervision,
you.
You will have no contact with Mr. Ferry. I will absolutely revisit this issue. Any judge here in Reno Municipal Court will. If Mr. Ferry wants to come and talk to us and talk to the city attorney about working something out, I'll work with that. But just to be safe today, I'm going to release you from jail, but I'm going to say there's no contact whatsoever with Mr. Ferry. Do you understand that?
Okay.
Okay. So at this point, really what no contact means is that you can't have your sister call him and yell at him on your behalf or talk to him on your behalf. You understand that?
I understand.
Okay.
All
right.
The only question I have is, will she contact him to tell him that we will be meeting at or she will be meeting him at Costco on Fridays and Sundays?
I'm not going to make any sort of really detailed plans about as far as that. I'm telling you, don't have any contact with him.
Not the time for that.
Move forward on that as far as that goes. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm telling you, I'm not. Like I said, with the drug and alcohol thing, you're on basic supervision. You're going to check in with the marshals. If they think there's anything wrong, if they think you're using, you're drunk or you're high, they have the right to test you, and you could end up in jail. Same thing with the no contact order. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to monitor your phone 24/7. If I have any indication there's any problems between you and Mr. Farah, I'm going to bring you back here and we're going to talk about throwing you in jail. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Ms. Rubina Herrera, good luck.
Thank you.
We'll get you a court date. You're going to come back. We're at a simple battery. Just to be safe, what I'm going to do, I am going to appoint a legal defender on this.
Just FYI, just FYI, the email or even Discord is fine too. I mean, Discord is all right. Does nobody know our email?
Anybody
in the chat? Do you guys not know the
anyone?
Email? The direct email. It's probably in the description down below, is it not?
I'm sure it's in the
channel.
All you have to do is you go and you. We'll talk about it later.
Case it's an alleged crime of violence. There's a possibility, ma'am, that what's going to happen is that we'll appoint a lawyer. You may end up having to pay something at the end, a few $100s at the end. It's going to be a lot cheaper than hiring a lawyer. If you want to hire your own, you can absolutely do that. Please do so if you can. Okay.
Okay. Thank
All right. Any questions about anything?
Loud got it. You win a prize.
Okay. All right. Good luck.
I'm sorry. I find that absolutely. That's fantastic. Thank you, guys. Y'all are great.
All right. How about Lawrence Thomas? 24 CR 04938. Mr. Thomas, you're also charged with a simple battery. Well, not also. You are charged with a simple battery charge. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right. Mr. Loomis, what are we going to do today?
Mr. Thomas is going to plead not guilty to that charge, Judge.
All right. Mr. Thomas, is that what you'd like to do, is to set this matter for trial?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for you. And we're early on here. So
these two up here,
let me just look at this and make
brothers,
sure that
son, father,
do we have
got to be
a
related,
PC
right?
yet?
I don't think so, Judge.
Okay. So again, I'm sorry,
I think they're related.
Thomas, it's going to take me a minute here. Let me look through this. Let me make sure there's probable cause for your arrest. What to do as far as your bail.
Remember that when it's time to vote, you guys.
Time to vote.
Remember this day.
Never
All the
forget.
mods in the chat.
Never forget. Tell me you don't take your job seriously by not telling me you don't take your job seriously.
When I say that we have the best damn mods in the business, we run a tight ship around here, you know. Have you
Nothing
not
but
read
the
the
best.
bylaws of being a constable around?
Look, I've been noticing other people saying that their chat has the best chat on YouTube. I can't say anything.
It exists for the arrest, reading through the declaration supplement. So,
And by the way, we're making jokes, but I would want to have it no other way. I find that absolutely hilarious, to be completely honest with you. And I love it. I love you guys.
well, one more
That's
thing
right.
here, and let's figure out what to do with you as far as your bail goes.
Salty.
Okay, Ms. Gianoli, what's the city's position on Mr. Thomas's bail status?
Your Honor, here it's alleged that Mr. Thomas was at a home of a couple. The group was drinking together when the victim, a female, asked him to leave because he was grossly intoxicated and acting
Gross.
belligerent. The defendant began throwing things around on her porch. Law enforcement knew that there was a broken flower vase, which is one of the things that she said that he had
Not the
broken.
vase.
He then punched her in the face, grabbed her by the neck, and shoved her to the ground. She had injuries consistent with that battery and also had dirt on her pants consistent with him shoving her to the ground. His criminal history is approximately 31 pages in length, Judge, so it's lengthy and egregious.
Good
In fact,
grief.
police took that into account when they risked him initially as an 8 and then elevated that to a high risk after reviewing his criminal history. Given the allegations of this case, Judge, his criminal history and the high risk he poses, we believe he's a risk to the community and the victim in particular. We're asking that you impose $2,500 cash in this case. Should he be released, I'm asking for conditions that he report upon release, be subjected to enhanced supervision and testing, obey all laws, consume no drugs or alcohol, and have absolutely no contact with the alleged victim in this case.
Jesus, what a POS. Sorry.
This guy, he was on a roll.
I don't have a lot of information about Mr. Thomas. It does indicate that he's lived here for about a year. He's not currently employed, but he does receive SSI benefits that for his own support. I'd request that the bail that's been requested be made bondable.
So, Mr. Thomas, I've got your, I don't want to say your address here, but it's on Mill Street. Is that where you're living?
Yes,
How long you been there?
for a year and a half now.
All right. You pay, are you on a lease right now? Or are you paying month to month? What are you doing?
On lease.
Is Reno Housing Authority involved? How are you paying that if you're just on SSI
And my
benefits?
rent's only $800, and my bill is like $170 a month. So
Okay. Can you work at all?
yes, I have been working also.
Okay.
You can fight.
Got SSI on one side, and then you're supplementing that a little bit with part-time employment.
Yes.
What kind of work are you doing?
My last job was with SK Foods, which is like pretty much like janitorial, sanitizer machines, stuff like
Okay.
that.
Oh, you weren't actually making the sandwiches then, huh?
No.
No, I've heard a lot about people working at SK Foods. So, Mr. Thomas, let me tell you,
Good or bad?
no problem.
I'm not sure.
I've got number one, a crime of violence. I've got number two, you're dragging around a miserable criminal history. I'm not saying that who you were is who you are now, but it makes me a little nervous.
But it looks like it is.
But I'm looking here, and I think if I can keep you clean and sober, I might be able to keep you out of trouble. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set the bail. It's going to be $1,500. It will be bondable. So you do have a chance to bond out. The conditions will be that you will be on enhanced supervision, meaning that you're going to have to drug and alcohol test. No drinking, no drugs, nothing without a valid prescription. As
That's
of
gonna be
today,
tough.
that includes marijuana. So are you smoking weed on a regular basis?
I have been, yes.
Okay. All right. No more. If I'm going to let you out of jail on bail, you're going to quit smoking weed for the time being. Okay.
All right. I
Would
have
you
one-
rather stay in jail or would you rather smoke weed?
I'd rather not stay in jail. I'd rather not smoke weed.
Okay. All right. So we have a deal. I'm not saying for the rest of your life. I'm saying while you're out under my supervision. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then there will also be a pretrial no contact order. Let me make sure I've got the name right here. Mickey,
Smoking weed, are you?
M-I-C-K.
Weed talk.
Mickey? You mean
Taylor Gonzalez.
Taylor? Happy Taylor?
So that's the victim in the case, the alleged victim in the case. You will have no contact. Can you do that?
Yes, I can. And
Okay,
will.
no contact means no contact. Nothing online, nothing having somebody else contact that person on your behalf.
I really like this judge's hair.
Texts, no nothing, okay?
Mhm.
Stay away.
He's just like you and doesn't use
Hopefully
product
everything
either.
here is going to work itself out, but the huge part's going to be you behaving yourself if you get out of jail, okay?
I have one question for you.
Yep.
They
I
ride
have an
monkey.
issue.
Mm-hmm.
My car is on the side of the road.
Uh-oh.
It's already been vandalized.
Oh,
And I had to pay rent on the 1st. So would I have to stay until then? I couldn't get an OR today.
I'm not going to release you on your OR.
No.
We've got a crime of violence. And again, like I said, you got a tough criminal history that I've got to come over. And so
How do you know his car's already been vandalized?
to trust you at this point, just cutting you loose for free.
it's been there for 2 weeks.
All right. Good luck, sir.
He's just setting up for an insurance claim.
1,500 bondable.
He could be too.
And then the pretrial no contact order will be signed before
wrong.
he leaves.
They keep saying Gianelli, so it reminds me this is what Creed's going to do Saturday. Go get some
Saturday.
Gianelli sausage.
Saturday.
Oh yeah, get me a garbage plate, some Swaggles. Have myself a Jenny cream ale. Ew, really gross.
Sounds good.
Oh, the Gianelli sausage is to die for. It's like when you go to the New York State Fair. There's tons of these big buildings around. It's all Gianelli sausages. The sausage.
Sausages.
He probably did. Yeah, it's kind of odd. I don't know. I've probably been sitting there for quite a few days. Probably parked out back at Church's Chicken and
He's
computer
he's already planning this violated car claim.
yes, well before slap fights.
He'll already be napped.
At night.
Oop. He'll be ready to go that night.
That's right. No, it is pretty neat though, guys. It's kind of cool because it's a lot of things that we can't get here in the South that I grew up with in New York State. So it's kind of neat to be able to have that, like salt potatoes. You can't get them here. They're amazing. Southerners would love them. They're small potatoes in a very salty brine with melted butter, but nobody eats them here. So
Sounds like I've eaten that a million times, but I don't call it salt potatoes. I just call it potatoes.
No, you haven't. You boil them in a salt brine, though. It is very different. There's a certain kind of potato, and I know it sounds like
I like little tiny new potatoes, the red
Yeah.
ones.
yeah, it's a little bit different, and that salt brine is what really makes it, though. No, it's right over it's right, not even 20 minutes from the house.
Okay. How about Bernard Terry? 24.
Beanard. Nard dog. Let's go.
Nard dog.
Mr. Terry intends to plead no contest to this charge, a trespassing charge at the RTC bus station. He understands he has a 30-day suspended sentence
Station.
and understands that could be revoked.
All right, Mr. Terry, your lawyers basically laid out all of the very important parts about what's going on here. Is that what you'd like to do, is to enter a plea of...
Lisa, you need to go to Rochester and go to Nick Tahoe's. That's what you need to do.
No contest
Now.
to the trespassing charge?
Yes.
All right. You understand that I could give you 6 months on this trespassing and I could revoke your old sentence. So I could give you 6 months plus 30 days if I felt that was the right thing to do. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Are you willing to take your chances with me today?
Yeah, it's an upstate New York
Do
thing.
you have
but-
any questions about your right to go to trial and to fight this case?
No.
All right. Then Mr. Mr. Terry, let me just make sure I've got I want to make sure I have all of the dates and locations correct here. What is your plea to trespassing at the City Center bus station at 200 East 4th
Another
Street
bus station
on
one.
April 17th, 2024.
You kidding me? Come on.
What's your plea?
Guilty.
All right,
Peppermill must
you're
be
all
really
accept that
beefing
plea
up
of guilty.
security.
I guess
Knowingly
so.
and voluntarily entered.
Unbelievable.
Ms. Giannoli, what's the city's recommendation then for Mr. Terry?
Judge has indicated this was a trespass at the RTC. This was a same-day return. The prior case, the suspended
Same
sentence,
day.
was sentenced on August
Amazon
7th,
allows that?
2023. That's a disturbing the peace. With that, Judge, I'm going to defer to you as to appropriate resolutions on these cases.
Thank you. Mr. Loomis?
Your Honor, I'd ask for time served on the trespass
Terrible
and
shame.
leave it to your discretion on the suspended sentence.
Mr.
He
Terry.
does have fixed income from SSI.
Thank you. I apologize. I cut you off there. Mr. Terry, what do you have?
Mayor. Thanks.
Talked all over you.
We got to, in case, those of you, by the way, that were wondering, that is a garbage plate. That's what it looks like there. It's amazing.
In the South, we call that cleaning the table.
Basically, yeah. By the way, Deborah, 12 months a member.
She's her.
Have to say about this?
No,
Where are you living right now?
Nothing.
2300 Whitaker.
Oh, okay. All right. So you have an actual place to live. That's an
Yes.
apartment complex, isn't it?
I've been there
improvement.
for a year and 2 months.
Okay. And you're paying your bills through SSI and then site work?
Yes.
Okay. If you get out today, you got someplace to go. You're not going
Worth
to be
it.
out on the streets.
Worth it.
All right.
10 minutes from the airport.
Um,
It's worth it.
So what's going on with you and the people at the city center?
They see me moving through there every so often, every day,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but I don't hang around in drowns.
You're getting closer, but
Are
upstate
you
New York.
out there asking for money or
That's
anything like
just-
that?
Oh. What are you doing?
All right. Well, here's my problem, Mr. Terry, is that I don't want to get you in trouble. I don't want to set up a thing where you're going to fail, but RTC, the bus people, they have a right to be able to run their buses without having people get hassled, without having
Does
problems.
that mean he can't use public transportation?
You've got a right to ride the bus, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
okay with
Oh.
that, but you got to follow the rules and you got to be cool and let other people enjoy the bus without causing them problems. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. On the new trespassing, I'm going to give you time served.
Terrible channel.
We're done with that. On
We are
the
done with that. You're right.
Done with that. We
other
are.
trespassing on the suspended sentence,
Judge
I'm
is
not
right.
going to revoke that. I'm going to keep you on probation for another couple months so that we can keep an eye on you. I'm telling you right now, if you get in trouble for causing problems at the city station again, you and I will not be happy with each other. Okay? All right, next up is
That's a threat.
Michael Strohauer. Looks like we got three cases with Mr. Strohauer.
Come on down.
Is that how you say it, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Strohauer, we've got 23 CR 04741, an old trespassing case where you have 30 days hung over your head. 23 CR 12783, again, another old trespassing case where you have 10 days hung over your head.
From where?
And then we have the new case, 24 CR 04.
Come on, trespassing.
Surprisingly enough, it's a new trespassing case.
Oh, come on. One of them's
And
got to
then you
be
showed up
Pepperville.
for court and you were under the influence.
Well, we showed up drunk.
Why you're here in jail today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Loomis,
Showing up drunk, never a good thing.
we have hopefully a proposed resolution for everything with Mr. Strohauer.
Well, Mr. Strohauer is going to plead no contest to the trespass at the pepper mill.
Yes! One for the pepper mill.
Sober, and he understands that he has those 2 suspended sentences hanging over him. He lives in San Diego. He comes up here once in a while to visit his brother, and that's when he tends to get in trouble. So his intention is to return to San Diego.
Yeah, she carried on her stripper name into her professional life.
I commend her for that.
Yes, I think that's good. It's a strong statement. It's like, look what I used to do.
It's a brand.
What I do now. You know?
It's a brand.
All right. Mr. Strohauer, is that what you want to do, is to plead to this new trespassing case?
Yes, Your Honor. That's a pretty long story. Yes, Your
No, sweet tea. It's not. It's a casino.
How long you been here?
Is this your first day here, sweet tea?
How long you been here, sweet tea? And you don't know.
You
Do
okay?
you listen to this show at all?
Are you on drugs?
Are you high right now?
Are you a lesbian?
Are you? Go on.
Honor. I was.
Wait. let me take your plea, and then I promise you I want to hear what you have to say about this, okay? Let's just kind of try and keep everything clean on the record. So, do you understand, Mr. Strohauer? You're here on case number 24CR04594. That's the new case. That is the trespassing at the pepper mill. It looks like on
There is a Peppermill restaurant, by the way.
March
I believe in
17th.
Yeah.
Vegas, right?
He was trespassing on 923 and returned on 317, Judge. It looks like.
Oh, two of them are from the pepper mill.
Oh, and then you showed up for out of custodies. That's why you're in jail. I apologize. Okay, so this was a trespassing at the pepper mill on March 17th. So
Oh, a
I
few
could
days
give
after
you
my birthday.
6 months on that case. I could
10
give you
after
10
mine.
days on your old trespassing, and I could give you 30 days on the other old trespassing. So you could be looking at maximum case. You could be looking at 220 days in jail right now if I thought that was the right thing to do to close this out and to punish you for your behavior. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you want
Are
me to
you
put
willing
you
to
over
enter
my
a plea
knee?
still
And
today, understanding those penalties?
I could spank you.
A
November.
judge I talked to yesterday said
Nope,
that
nope.
Well-
Listen to what I'm asking. Do you still want to enter a plea to the trespassing at the pepper mill,
Kelly?
knowing that I could give you the maximum penalty and revoke your old sentences?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you have any questions about your right to go to trial and to fight this case?
Get out, thank you.
Is there any use? I mean,
Well, that's not the question. Listen to what I'm asking.
What do you want me to
Any
do?
questions about your rights to go to trial or your ability to fight this case? I'm not asking whether you think it's a good case. I'm saying, do you understand you've got the right to fight it if you want to?
yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Then, Mr. Strohauer, what is your plea to trespassing at the pepper mill on March 17th, 2024?
Guilty, Your Honor.
All right, sir. I'm going to accept
Good
that
call.
knowingly and voluntarily entered.
Sha, sha.
All right. So let's just kind of take everything as a package deal here. Ms. Gianoli, what's the city's thoughts on Mr. Strohauer to deal with him today?
So, Judge, I can't overlook the fact that we have 3 trespassing cases, 2 of which have occurred at the pepper mill, and the fact that he comes to court intoxicated. What I'm going to ask, Judge, is on the new case.
Wait,
ending
did she just kind of like, sideways throw that in there that he appears to be intoxicated? Is what she
No,
did?
he come to court intoxicated.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure. I thought I just heard her that she said appears to be. All right, he appeared.
He appears for
Right.
court.
594, we simply impose time served. On the case ending in 783, the 10-day suspended sentence from the pepper mill, I'm asking that you revoke that. And the final case, which he's frankly about to expire on in a month anyway, or half a month, that you keep that one intact, the 30-day suspended sentence for a year.
Oh, that's right. That was St. Patrick's Day. You're
All
right,
right,
Beverly.
Mr. Limas, what are your thoughts?
Potting down.
I don't think that's an unreasonable request, Judge, but I do think that since he lives in San Diego, he's only up here once in a while. He understands the significance of the trespasses.
He's a traveling
I'd
trespasser.
ask that the suspended sentences not be revoked at this point.
Is he Irish?
With the expectation that he'll be returning to San Diego.
Mr. Strohauer, what
Should
do
have
you
been San Diego led me his
You
their
don't have
problem.
to say anything. I'm not going to
Right.
punish you if you don't make a
Go shit on
good
their
statement
sidewalks.
here, but I want to know what your thoughts are. If
Not
you're willing to
Reno.
Talk to me.
Yes, Your Honor. My parents were staying in, were visiting my brother in Reno, and that's the
His
reason
parents
I
still
was
alive?
I'm
Peppermill. I
shocked.
tried to stay outside. I needed to talk to him, but that was part of the reason. My parents still live in San Diego.
Good luck,
And I
Aqua.
do too.
Got
And,
this.
I planned on retiring up here, but
You're not retired yet?
I really don't raise any hell in casinos. I just get tossed because I haven't figured out why.
Then go somewhere else, John. Jesus Christ. I don't know what to tell you. You're in the wrong chat. You're in the wrong panel. Just go.
John,
330 people here. You're the only one that doesn't get it.
you do not understand what reaction and commentary is. I
No,
get it.
no,
It's
no.
understandable.
John goes to a bar and sits there by himself and does not talk about anything that's going on. John goes to sporting events and sits there by himself up at the upper level because he doesn't want to be around people. and just observes the sporting event that's going on in front of him. He watches TV alone.
John
Never has
doesn't
a
respect the
discussion.
pepper mill.
Most importantly, no respect for the pepper mill. John, listen, and anybody else has a problem with it, we're a reaction channel. We comment on things. This is what we do. If you want to sit by yourself and watch these videos, it's YouTube. There's millions and billions and billions and billions of hours that you can go and watch.
Facts.
Back to court. By the way, that interruption was brought to you by John Swisher.
But I know I'm not supposed to be there to begin with. I understand that.
I don't go never reach in hell.
And Mr. Strohauer, I don't know exactly what all of the facts are. I'm not pulling up all of the old trespassing cases. I'm going to guess here, just, a stab in the dark. I'm guessing that you were probably drunk at the casino, and maybe you were not all that nice to the staff or somebody else that was there. These places are here to make money. And what they want to do, they want you to have fun, but they don't want you to get drunk and obnoxious and cause problems for other people. And that's what maybe...
Especially on such a holy day, Imagine getting drunk and obnoxious on that holy holiday.
Oh, my goodness.
Kay's birthday, I believe, is what I'm talking about.
Oh,
okay.
Nice.
If you're showing up for court at a 0.057, you're not falling down drunk, but you're buzzed at that point. I'm guessing that you're probably more than buzzed when you're at the casino gambling, right?
I walk around at that.
Gamble when I'm drunk. I gamble when I'm sober.
Me too.
Well, that's probably a smarter thing. All right, Mr. Strohauer, I want you to go back to San Diego. I want you to be with your family.
He ain't too
But
sweet.
you need to understand, you can't just come up here and cause problems. I want you to come here. If you want to retire here, great. Just control your drinking, control your problems at the casinos, and we're all cool. All right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to
Stephen.
follow the city's recommendation. I think that's a nice middle ground to basically clean up your matters here. Time served on case number 24CR04594. I'm going to revoke case number 23CR12783. You've got 10 days. I'm going to run that concurrent
Hey,
with
Miss Hawk.
24CR04594. So you're going to get credit.
I know that John's going to yell at me, Miss Hot, but I wanted to tell you, good luck. Hope you get it. That's awesome, though. Felony drug
That is
court for
a
the program case manager position.
Tell them, if they need a reference, maybe someone to speak on your behalf.
Call John
Swisher. That motherfucker's got something to say about everything.
He got all the time in the world. He just don't like people very much. That's all. Charles LePage.
For all of the time since you've been in jail. Okay. On case number 23CR04741, I'm reinstating you to probation. You've got to deal with that for another couple months. Please don't do anything stupid. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Oh, maybe it's only a month. 5/8/23.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck, sir.
Put him on one of those mega buses.
Talk to your deputy when you get back to your unit. You should just have a couple, three or four more days, probably.
Finn. John, it's done. You happy? You happy now, John? We cut it short.
Good luck, Mrs. Hot.
We're out of here now.
Yeah, we're gonna beat Cheeks, but something I need you to beat Cheeks to as well at 3 p.m. today, happening just about an hour and 10 minutes from now. There'll be a premiere with no talking. That's
Yes,
right.
no.
John Swisher, are you listening?
There might be a graphic or two, though, John.
You're gonna
Watch
get
out.
mad. There's gonna be words on the screen there once in a while.
Yeah, John. So it's not 100%, but it's better, more for you.
Judge Boyd had a guy come through her court recently that there was a huge news story on. So for the first time ever, I've included a news story with the case. So a
I don't
little
know if
bit of
John's- that's kind
he's
of
gonna
rough.
hate that. He's gonna hate that because
John's gonna be in that chat yelling at us, and I ain't
when
even
she
gonna do
talks
that.
about the charges, boom, the news story kicks in, and
I don't know about that. Did you do
Oh,
picture in
you
picture? Let them both roll at the same time or something?
no,
John's got shit to do, man. He's busy.
Gotta stop and listen to the news story. So it's a really good one. You don't want to miss it.
It's very good. Kona's mom, thank you for the 5 ball.
Kona's mom always on it, on that caboose, matter of fact. So make sure you check it out. Something a little different. This guy is really I don't usually throw this out there, Creed. A monster. The man's a monster. Some of the things you've heard that he did. Is anybody cover the kids' ears? One of them has to do with the kitty.
Uh-oh. The kitty?
The kitty.
Oh boy. So we got that. We've also got, of course, Thirsty Thursday because drunken court, and might as well have a bunch of drunk people for we gotta chase. What was the quote yesterday? The worst chase channel ever, or worst chase channel out of YouTube, I believe it was.
I think so. I mean,
John's is a friend.
I like to think that's a badge of honor. Badge of honor.
Right. Absolutely. Then let's see some slots later on. We got a jackpot, and then we all got a lot of rest because it's a big Friday tomorrow. Big Friday.
How big is it, Creed?
This big.
I thought so.
Are you're talking about Friday, right? Not like anything else.
No, Friday.
Sweet Tea, what do we got in case channel? Thank you. Thank you.
Just knocking Kona's mom right out of the saddle.
Yeah, how dare you? You guys can share the caboose today.
Share that ass.
Someone recently said I was. I don't review too. That's like people that I deal with. Whoever come fired off and think they have an issue with eBay or with their order or anything. They always speak to you like you. Not only do you own eBay, but you own the United States Postal Service as well. I always like to throw that out that just so you know, I don't. FYI. Just so you know. The Peppermill Express. That was one, though, technically, right? I mean,
one guy that went there twice, though.
I don't think it counts. Still, I was 6. Mine was 6 on the over-under. I lost bad. The Peppermill Express, Chaos and Darkness, the gifter. Thank you. Chaos and Darkness as well. More gifts. Chaos and Darkness for the trifecta with some more money. Fletcher Boy, thank you. DM Andy Flush, vote for Loud Elvis Mod of the Year 2025. Remember today. Remember. Some Fletcher funds. Mayor with them gifts. Kiernoth. Fletcher Boy again. Kona's mom. And Sweet Tea. We love giving Sweet Tea crap. As a matter of fact, I mean, I don't know if Sweet Tea was in the chat for longer than 30 seconds, and she got a load of us that day, if you remember. Our first introduction is Sweet Tea. We gave her a lot of crap, and it was a lot of fun, and she got it. Anyways.
That's right. Fun times, laughter, and, all that good shit. All right, so don't forget, you're going to be directed to this premiere. All you got to do is go.
I love that idea. Where's the audio? It's for people that don't like to be bothered, okay? Yeah. That's funny. We can start a new trend and do it vertical also, because that's a new trend also on YouTube.
Oh, you got to do that. You get in trouble. Make sure when you're redirected, you got a little bit of time on your hands. Go ahead and just hit the notify me, hit the like, and we'll be ready for action at 3 p.m. I'll see you there in the chat. Until then, though, stay Creed.
I wanted to say one more very quick thing to our wonderful mods. We're giving you guys shit.
Oh, of course.
Just so you know. We're joking. We love what you do. We appreciate your time. But it's funny that none of you knew the email. I'm sorry. That's funny.
I thought it was hilarious, personally.
I did. So, but don't think that we're messing with you. And by the way, garbage plates look a lot like poutine. I agree.
I don't know. It looks delicious because it's got chili on it.
It's a meat sauce, though. It's a little different.
Potato.
Exactly.
You guys stay safe, stay hard, stay tuned. We'll see you for the next one. And if we don't, your name must be John Swisher.
Hey, John.
Be gone, sucks!
Close. Tastes about the same.
Yummy.